What?
Yeah, welcome to the show, everyone.
This is tonight's show.
Woo.
What up,
oh, wow,
dudes?
it's the little can.
You said you didn't want it.
No,
so
I know, but I was
like
just,
it.
from over there, it looked like a big can. I was like, wow. No, trust me, little can is good. We don't need that much sugar in my life.
I need as much as sugar as possible. As much as sugar as possible.
Danny checking in from Michigan. What's going on?
Dude, these guys party like crazy.
They party like a rock star?
Dude, when it's cold, got the low riders outside, and that's awesome. I want to go see him.
Checking in from Fort Lauderdale. Can't afford jail.
Me neither. That's why.
I love the Barney-inspired T-shirt. It's not really purple, though, is it? I mean, is his purple?
No.
It looks purple.
No, that's totally not purple.
It's totally purple.
Dude, you're
totally
colorblind.
That is totally
my
purple.
God. What color is this, guys?
Purple.
Come
Looks
on.
very purple. Looks very, very, very purple.
Not a purple.
It's totally purple.
No.
Only a handful of them get it. What's up, kids? Uh-oh. You know what happens every time you drink Sprite? That was so good.
So
kids at home are laughing their butts off right now. Oh my God, he just burped. All right, Chris, we have to acknowledge you because you were first. Good job. Dave, what's up, peeps? Sup, Dave? Hello.
How many days?
For the Pacific Northwest, 56. Oh, that's nice. Happy Monday! Not really. There you go. Happiest Monday ever. Gesture checking in. It's party time.
Party. Hammer time.
Fang is here. How y'all doing? How are you doing? How are you doing, Fernando? Still trying to recover from the previous week.
I mean, I don't think it's ending.
No,
We're still working.
No,
it's been crazy.
Yeah.
7 days a week working.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't work Sunday, but I might as well have. And I worked late Saturday night. I was here at almost 10 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah, it was good times. Good times for everyone. Evening, everyone. Midget Sprite. Exactly, right? Just enough sugar to make this 1 hour of entertainment fun and exciting. Oh, isn't that sweet?
Just enough what?
You're already sweet enough. Just enough sugar. It's just enough sugar to give me a sugar buzz. Maybe make this night more than we... Good morning from Holland. Good call there. It's 12:31 in the... It's still early.
Yeah,
it's still early. I'll let you know tonight when it's 12:31 at my time. Yeah. Sometimes I want to go live like right before I go to bed and be like, hey guys, just going to bed.
Not really.
Yeah. What's up? Buenos
tardes. It's like good afternoon.
Yeah, I know what it means.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know that. I didn't know that you speak Spanish.
I don't need to speak Spanish.
Okay.
It's not navy. It's very much purple.
Exactly.
And this is yellow.
It's not purple.
See, I got to be honest with you, man. Anything Christian says, you just got to kind of question.
Oh, you question everything?
Everything he says. It's just, it's like...
questionable?
I don't know. It's dark blue. Okay, no, it's very much purple. You know what? Hang on.
Bobby. Yes. We didn't went to Instagram today, but we going tomorrow.
Oh.
And we're going to do the secret word of the day. See? Totally different.
Nope, same color.
No. Dude, totally different.
Same color.
Can't be the same color. Purple?
That's not purple.
Navy blue.
I mean, I could go onto their website. It's not purple. That looks purple. Your shirt looks very much purple.
Wow, man. You're definitely old and now become colorblind.
Yeah, so we wanted to. I kind of wanted to wait for tomorrow, but for those of you guys that are here, all of you, if you're, Morale is a sponsor of the Instagram shows, most of you guys know, and this week we're going to be doing giveaways in conjunction. So when we go live, we're going to give you the magic word, and then you're going to go over and have to type it in, and Natasha's going to randomly draw whoever gets the word right.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned tomorrow. We'll probably go on tomorrow afternoon, earlier in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that, and then we'll give you the secret word of the day.
Eduardo, what's up, buddy?
But I just kind of wanted to, so we should mention that at the end of the show also, so that everyone knows.
What are we mentioning?
That we're going to mention the word of the day on morale. So we just
What
talked.
are we talking about?
Dude,
Just kidding.
I'm going to hurt you.
Yes, we're going to do that.
I'm going to crush it like this can. So, hi guys, how's everybody doing? We hope you had a wonderful weekend. Our weekend was action packed.
Did you know that guy?
Do I know what guy?
That guy.
Ada. No.
Do you know him?
No, I never heard of him.
No,
never seen him before. Yeah. Did his Boston team? Did the Boston thing? Did they win? I don't even know
Who played?
I don't know.
Who played?
Did your team win?
My team won.
No, not your team. Yeah, I have no idea. What's up, Mary Lou? Good evening, gentlemen and non-gentleman Dean. It's just a burp. I mean, give me a break. I know you've burped before.
Gentleman Dean. They won.
Hold on, what do we got here? Rockford DSR1 was first released in 2017. Any work on update model faster processor? Yes. You know, as far updated model like a DSR2, I mean, I'm going to say yes, but you know, when? I will say, let me just.
That was in 2017.
If you're looking,
Go Hawks, baby. Go Hawks.
If you're looking for something that serves a very similar purpose as the DSR,
that doesn't make sense.
Okay, so
dude, you're tall.
Yeah,
how can you not get to that?
No, I can't get my fingers on it because it's heavy. Okay, so if you're looking for something better than a DSR1, the Arc Audio PSM Pro is what you want to look at. This is the newest DSP to be AR compatible. So this is the piece here. So with this piece, you do need the AR module, which I think they might be shipping with the AR or you buy it separately. But either way, it's very compact. Now, here's the cool thing. If you currently have a DSR1 and you're just like, you know, I want to update. I want a bigger DSP. I want to do more stuff. You're in luck because the only thing you'll have to do is buy the AR and the PCM. The harness is the same. It's exactly the same. If you're using the DSR1 in any DSR configuration, then you can literally unplug the harness. Like if you're using an AR application, you can easily unplug it, plug this right in with the AR. You don't have to change anything. There's no wiring needed at all. You don't have to change nothing because this is 8 outputs just like the DSR1. But what makes this one different is actually 6 inputs. So if you are using it as standalone and you're like, it sucks, still got like front and rear or front and sub, well then the PCM does have front rear sub input. So it's a 6 to 8 instead of a 4 to 8. So it does have that. A couple other features that it has is obviously it uses Arc Audio. It's very extensive, very detailed, a lot software. And then it has the 2 presets right here. So you can do, like my car has a convertible. So if I wanted it to sound differently with the top up, top down, and I could grab the wire that triggers that, it could do it for me. So this is your update to the DSR1.
This is conformer coded?
I honestly don't know. I think it is, but I'm not going to say yes or no for sure. I'd have to ask Brian. And he's told me before, but I don't remember. But it's got all these cool doors here that cover.
That's what I'm saying.
It's USB-C.
I like it.
Instead of Bluetooth to the iPad. Thank God. Mm-hmm. Which was really cool back in 2017. But now that we've had years to use it, I'm getting there, Fang. I'm getting there. I know.
Now, keep in mind, you know, the DSR1 does the job. But
yes, but if you're looking
want
for
something in advance.
Yeah, like you said, if you're looking, you know, it's 2017. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking to get something a little... Not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm not taking anything away from it.
I say, it does the job.
Right. And a lot of people, look, the reason why people buy new cars is because they're tired of their old car. They want something different. So if you've been using a DSR1 since 2017 and you're like, listen, I like it. I just want the new hotness. That's the new hotness. Plugs right in and call it a day. Okay. So for those of you guys that don't know, we do this little Facebook page called the 12 Volt Clean Wire Club.
That's correct.
And...
You got it?
I'm getting there. Every week, Fernando scours a page in his free time, which he has less and less of, and he gets the. Wow, that's weird. Where the heck is it? Shortcuts. That's funny. It's not there.
Really?
Yeah. Um, Man, it's really killing me. That's funny. It's the only page I go to. Anyways, so he scours a page and finds the coolest, cleanest wire for the week, and then he puts it at the top of the page. And of course, that picture is brought to you by the fine folks over at Metra, which bring us Tsunami as well as
T-spec.
T-spec. So we jump over to the page here. Not that
Wow.
one. That was cool, right? And so what do we have here today, Fernando?
We have a beautiful amplifiers, and they're Mosconi amplifiers.
They are definitely Mosconi amplifiers.
No, this is Junior.
Oh, this is Junior?
This is Junior. Over there, Sound Innovations in California.
Nice.
And it's a lot of wiring.
Yeah,
right?
So that's an 830. Looks like two 210s.
I don't know if that's an 830 or
yeah, you can tell.
530.
No, it's an 830. You can
is?
tell by because it's got it's got 4 speaker banks.
Sure.
The 530 only has.
I think it is a lot of inputs and outputs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Pretty cool, right? So yeah.
And he's bridging. That's probably a 210 and 2 110s.
I like it.
Yeah. So
see, I want one of those for my sub.
2,000 watts for the subs. Hey, I know a guy.
Really?
I know a guy.
Yeah.
But anyways, there you go. We want to thank all you guys for being members, and we'd like to thank Metra for being a proud sponsor of the channel, of the page, I should say. If you have any amazing artwork that you'd like to share with us or friends or anybody, by all means, drop a picture over there and let us take a look at it. And if it's cool enough, Fernando will make it the picture of the day. And since we talked about Mosconi, it would almost seem wrong. Look, it's back in place. See, it's back. Isn't that nice? Everything felt kind of off when it wasn't there. That's the new 6 to 10 Mosconi 1 series DSP amplifier. It's 6 to 10 because it's got 6 channels of amplification as well as 10 channels of DSP. And if that's not enough for you, they also make an 8 to 10. Oh yeah, that's right, an 8 to 10. So it has 8 channels of internal power as well as 2 channels of output. How cool is that? And that's what I got for you. So if you're interested, you can head over to Mosconi-America.com or just go to Gladen.com and you can get into the real nitty-gritty details. Isn't that exciting?
Very exciting.
Oh, wow. Eduardo says, tell me something about the new Rockford Fosgate garage.
Well, if you tune in next week because they just release a video in the Rockford Instagram. If you want to go see it, they just release it.
They put up the spinner ad?
They just turned the spin on. So check it out, and that's the new hotness that they're gonna have.
So we can't talk about it yet, Eduardo, because we can't talk about it yet. But next week is gonna be revealed. It's something we've been working with them as far as not on the video aspect of it, but just getting them pointed in that direction. A lot of you guys are big Rockford fans, and you kind of feel a little let down because like they haven't come out with anything new in a while.
Well, next week,
so
it's SEMA.
Well, yeah, there will be some new stuff, and there's going to be more new stuff coming down the line. But one of the reasons we kind of got to understand, like, so for example, a lot of manufacturers just come out with new stuff to come out with stuff. Hola!
What's up, buddy?
What is up, Arturo? Anyways, a lot of manufacturers just come out with stuff to come out with stuff, and without actually doing a substantial upgrade. Like these 2 amplifiers here, sponsors of the show, those are replacing 6 to 8 and a 90.8. New DSP. It's a full rework on the amplifier. It's pretty badass, but it took them a long time before they did it because it's like we have to have a reason. So, anyways. We'll talk more about that next week. We'll get it on there. There's a bunch of videos. It's YouTube, a lot of stuff to watch. So it'll be fun. So Rockford Fosgate does put up a lot of short videos, and they probably put up a lot today. I haven't been on social media. We're still in the process of moving the retail store, so we did some work on a car this morning, and then we immediately went over to the retail store and started working on that. That's a lot of work. That's all I gotta say. A lot of work, a lot of boxes, and a lot of painkillers.
Give me some. 'Cause I
Oh,
need
here
it.
you go. Can you talk about Metro's new LOCs? You know, it's funny you should ask that. Did you see the pictures of the new ones?
No?
So this is what's weird, right? They just came out with those new. I can't even pronounce the name of the LOCs. Remember the ones they showed us last year at? So they just came out with those.
Yeah.
They're coming out with a whole nother line of LOCs
Okay.
that is going to be under XS.
Oh,
Yeah, and they're really nice looking.
the white?
Yes.
I think that's white, right?
Yeah, they're
I
white.
think I saw
Yeah,
a
white and
one.
silver, I think.
What's the difference?
I don't know because they just mentioned them to me at Dallas. They said, "Hey, we're going to get you some of those to play with," and I said, "Okay." I don't know what they are. I don't know why they came out with them. I don't know what's going on. It's pretty. I mean, that's like 50 high level to low level adapters at this point. It seems like it's probably like 30. So I don't know. I don't know yet, but I will find out.
I want ADBs. I want amp.
Yeah. We'll find out next week because they're going to be there. A couple, we talked about some of the other products they're going to come out with. That I'm way more excited. High level to low level adapter really doesn't get me excited unless it says like kick or key lock on it. It's a 4-channel, which not happening, which is a bummer. But I just can't get excited about high level to low because most amplifiers have pretty decent ones inside of them. And the reality is that most high level to low level adapters are functioning out of modern cars. Even the new high level to low level adapters that have load resistors built into them, they're not enough of a load resistor. So they have a 20 ohm resistor in them. You need a 10 ohm resistor. So you got to stack a 20 in front of it in order for it to work. Or you have to build something that we haven't even talked about SB compatible high level to low level adapters yet. But if you own a Ford and it's a 2022 or newer, that's got a SB class amp in it, which is totally fun to play with. So yeah, you need 10 ohm or an SB class amplifier, which, hey, these can do high level SB class. So can Helix, but they're not a sponsor of the show. These guys are, so it's cool. A sticker right on says SB compatibility.
Cool sticker,
huh? Yeah, and the Germans are just kicking everybody's butt on that or the Europeans, I should say, because they've been dealing with it a lot longer than we have.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So you got stuff lined up?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm just going to check this one. Hold on, before go ahead and pull something up. I'm just going to look at something real quick. Okay. What's your opinion on Class D amps for front stage? Looking for something small footprint, and I have a lead on a Crescendo 2004 D for a good price. Okay, so would you agree that saying a good price in a Class D usually doesn't equal sound quality?
No, I mean, it depends. Well, see, for me, when you talk about sound quality, it's different levels of sound quality.
I agree. Most people aren't going to know.
Correct. And I don't know. It's just.
I mean, Class D sound good.
Yeah, Class D sound good. It's not like before.
The biggest experiment we had with knowing the difference between Class A, B, and Class D was when we took the uranium. This guy here, the uranium 6-channel, which is a a variable bias Class AB. We won't get into that because I don't want to put Fernando to sleep. But needless to say, we had this in his car, and we took these out, and we put those 2 ground zero Class Ds in that we gave away, all wired up and ready to go. And there was I'm not going to say night and day. I hate using, it's a night and day difference. So it was light and it was dark. No. But there was an audible difference between going from a high bias, because we had the bias turned all the way up, going from a high biased AB amplifier, almost A, to these Class Ds. Now, that's not a realistic thing that most people are going to do. The Class Ds sounded really good. Andy's Audio Frog Class Ds sounded really good. The Alpine PDX V9, with its technology that they were using, was one of our favorite amplifiers that was Class D. However, all of those Class Ds, they are, except for the Ground Zero. The Ground Zero was affordable, very affordable. But the other Class A, Bs, and other Class Ds were expensive. So is it doable? Yes. Are you going to notice a difference? Probably not. I mean, the other thing too is you have to have speakers that can actually, you can hear the resolution on it. I mean, we were running a Class D amplifier, an affordable Class D amplifier with $1,000 set of speakers. Not going to do that too often, right?
Right.
So, I think you're okay if you got a line on a good deal. Get the good deal. I don't see why not.
Small.
And it'll sound fine. I mean, we've done plenty of Crescendo. Like Crescendo makes that 6-channel that we did in that one dude's car, full active with the Morels. That sounded great. Like that sounded really nice.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was B2 audio. That's right. Never mind. Same thing. Okay. Moving on.
All right.
Hello, fellas.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing? Awesome show.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
How you feel
about the Chinese Tesla-style Android head units? Are they worth it? Need advice. Okay, you could ask a room of 10 people, and the guys that if they're 10 people that put them in,
we only 2 here.
They're going to tell you, don't even waste your time. It's not worth it. Now, with the exception of Linkswell has just come out with, by just I mean a year ago, have come out with their like version 5 radios. Now these guys have been in the game the longest, and I feel like they're really the only ones spending money on this.
They're definitely pushing it, so they're investing in better quality.
Yeah, you can get
correct.
They actually they it's taken them a long time. Don't get me wrong; they've been making these things and getting yelled at for years.
Yes.
Now they have Toslink output. They have an amplifier that has Toslink input with multi-channels, better screens, equalization now that they never had in the past. But there again, these are also expensive. So they're getting up there in the price of what like a Japanese radio would be.
Nah, how it's supposed to be. I love the new format.
I know, that is it's so cool.
So if somebody had the thumbs up,
we see a bubble.
We see it on the screen in front of us. That's pretty cool.
Anyways, we've seen some really bad renditions of these Android tablet radios. If it's $350 or around $350 or under $500 and it does everything, it's not the one thing it's going to definitely do is not sound good. It's going to sound really, really bad, like bad. Like we've done some testing on the output of these things, and it's like, holy Jesus! You might as well just buy a JBL speaker from Target and put it in your front
if
seat.
You ask me which one, I would go and check Linkswell, see if they have something available for you, and that's it.
Yeah. I'm going to pull this one up real quick here. Hang on. Get rid of the star. Would it be a good step
step up?
Yeah, sure. Step up from, it's like,
I know.
I'm trying to decode it. From the Kicker KSS components to the Comp RT and the Comp RT. All right, what would be a good step up from the KSS components, Comp RT sub? I would like more detail, but just as loud. I prefer Silk Soft Dome. So, I mean, else the Q class. You know, if you want to stay Kicker, you just go up to the Q class. If you don't want to go Kicker, you could go over to Morel. If you like a Silk Soft Dome tweeter, you know, you can get into the Morel stuff. They have it at every price point along the way. So, I mean, you could get into some Virtus. You know, if you're looking to go like full Morel, like actually built in Israel Morel, which are reasonable. You can do the Carbon Nanos also, which actually sound better. The little skinny suckers, those things actually sound better than the bigger, deeper ones, which we've done a video on, and everyone kind of agreed with us on that. The tweeters are the same. But I mean, if you want the OG man cool Silk Soft Dome tweeter, you're going to buy a Morel. Otherwise, I would definitely look at the Q Class 6-inch component set. We just listened to Chris Vera's last week because he was here on Saturday. He was on the show, and that's what he has in his car, part off a Q Class 4-channel, and they were sounding really good.
Hammering.
Yeah, I was impressed, and he wasn't even running them active; they were passive, which was even scarier. But they do come with really big passive crossovers too, so that's kind of nice. Look at them yawn. Just let it go, man. You're gonna make me yawn. Oh,
hey man, I apologize.
Anyways, so as far as sub goes, there again, if you like Kicker, they have so many different subs. I wouldn't even know where to begin. But if you like round, they have the round comps or the Qs, and they got a lot. But yeah, just go the next step up. You need some more power though.
Definitely more power.
Always need power. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. My backup camera for my Pioneer NEX looks blurry, and suggestions to make it more clear. So, couple things. One, depends on the backup camera. A lot of backup cameras suck. If you bought a $35, $40 backup camera, you got a sucky backup camera. The other thing, too, is a Pioneer NEX is a 480 screen. You know, if it's one of the older versions, at best it's 700 pixels.
Mm-hmm. 720.
Maybe 720. So it's not high res. So if you've seen anything like, if you've seen a Chrysler and looked at their backup camera and said, damn, that would be why, because the screen resolution on those things sucks. So you got two things working against you. If you got a cheap camera, it's not going to be great. But also the resolution on the screen itself is not great. We use an Echo Master and it's pretty good. It's at least not blurry, but fine detail is just not there.
Fine detail. I like that.
Yeah.
Word. It's awesome.
Yeah. They're really jamming out over there tonight, man. I just noticed how loud the radio is.
Yeah.
I
didn't even know.
I didn't even know until I was like,
say
wait a minute,
that.
why do I hear somebody singing?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Hey guys, haven't watched in a while. Well, thank you for coming back.
Thank you, man.
I was picking orders at Amazon Warehouse the other day and picked many products in the install bay. Thought I'd give a shout out. Very nice. That is so cool. Thank you. What he's talking about is that if you head over to DNF Tool Drawer, because why? DNF Tool Drawer is a place you can go and find all the cool tools that we use in our installations. So definitely always check there. It's on my list of things to update because there's a ton of new stuff we need to do, but we're just got to be home, I guess would be the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pop this one up. I've seen Still Love Car Audio. That's his name. I've seen a $35,000 audio wave amplifier. Is it really that much better than an Audison Thesis or a Zabco AP series amp? Have you seen the Tony D stuff as well?
Exactly.
Like Steve has the Tony D stuff, as well as Ground Zero just came out with their new reference series amplifier.
Yeah.
But it's not $35,000. Now, $35,000, you can get into the whole Alpine system, right?
The F1 status.
F1 status system.
But that's a whole system.
That's a whole system.
This is
just the one little
one
audio wave
amplifier, I guess.
So, all right, it's kind of like this. All right, if you look at a car has four wheels, seats, and a steering wheel control, right? And there's every gamut of that. Meaning you have, if you look at like some old Volkswagen ripoff European cars where they got like wicker seats in them and some, like barely no power steering and there's no springs instead of so the car's crap. And you compare it to, let's say, a Lamborghini, that's a $500,000 car.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in there is probably where you're going to be, probably more towards the wicker seat car, but like the rest of us. So, but they still make the Lamborghini, right?
Yeah.
It's still a fine engineered, handcrafted, Italian-made, blah, blah, blah. And we all sit there and go, that's sexy. I would never own one. Or you'll sit there and criticize it for whatever. And the reality is it's it's $500,000 car. So is that amplifier better than the others? Yes, it is. Of course it is. Just like a Thesis is better than everything that came before it.
Brax.
Brax is a beautiful amplifier as well. But, there's always going to be something that's better.
I am better.
Exactly. So it's not necessarily something you have to be concerned with, okay? Meaning it's like when we heard F1.
What's the goal, right? Like,
so
what
exactly,
are you trying to do?
So like when we heard F1,
Mm-hmm.
okay, in Dallas that one year where Steve Brown gave us the tour.
Yeah.
Everyone was coming up to me and going, did you hear it? Of course I heard it. Like I got an hour and a half demo.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, dude, I could build that for so much better.
Oh,
Or I can make it set. And I'm like, no, you can't. No, you can't. And they're like, yeah, I can. I'm like, no. And they're even Brian arguing with me about it because he's like, oh, I'm like, no, you can't. You cannot.
You can.
You physically can't make a system like that because you can't get the processor to get the resolution out of it.
And I get the confusion in that because you can make the sound
you can
different.
Oh yeah, of 100%.
But not that system.
No, you can't make that system without that processor. There's nothing else like it in the world.
No.
So no, you can make something that can sound really good for half the price, but you can't make that because you don't have that resolution. So the long and short of it is that this is a badass amplifier. They want $35,000 for it because somebody is going to buy it. Okay, there's always somebody out there to buy something. They don't have to sell. I'm not buying it. So is it better? Yeah. Does it something you have to be concerned with? Probably not, because if you sat in there and you're already biased, right? Because we can't just go in and not be biased. No one can. Just like the F1, everyone was biased. Oh my God, they spent $100,000 on that. It's just stupid. Who'd do that? It's $35,000. There's like $50,000 in installation. It's so dumb.
Well,
and it's like, back off.
Did you remember we installing the Brax system, and you came out with that tweeter?
Yes.
And a customer was outside, and it's like
$3,000 tweeter.
$3,000 tweeter, and what did he say?
This
tweeter must be the loudest tweeter in the world.
Yeah.
Because it's $3,000. And it's like, yeah, but it's not meant to do that. It's totally different sound.
Yeah.
That's stupid. So
Mike says, nice Lambo analogy. Actually kept up with one today in my Raptor, courtesy of the semi in front of him. Some Hillside Valley Club went.
Yeah.
Buy me 20 plus cars. Yeah. And there again, the reality is okay. One of the things that they try to teach you as a salesperson is don't sell from your pocket. Okay. Now, and there again, I'm not a sales guy, so let's just take that out of the equation. I'm not a sales guy, and if I am a sales guy, I'm definitely not a used car sales guy because I'm too bougie. But you can't sell from your pocket. So if you're concerned with, and there again, not saying you don't have $35,000 to spend on an amp, you might already own one. Who cares? I don't. This is more to the point, though. I have no problem selling somebody $35,000 amplifiers. I would love to sell them to him. For one, I'd want to play with it and hear it. I don't have that kind of money to spend. And if he does, I'm going to use his wallet to buy that. It's so that I can play with it for at least 5 or 10 minutes while I'm tuning it. So, when you worry about what it's costing you to do it, this isn't for you.
No.
It's for the customer. Your job as a sales guy, or as in my life anyways, is to listen to what you're trying to tell me, come up with a plan to put a smile on your face. Now, in the process of me doing that, it's going to cost you something, and that something is money and time.
$30,000. Okay.
So if you have both money and time, then I'm going to put a smile on your face. That's my goal. That's what I'm trying to do. So if me putting a smile on your face takes $35,000 amplifiers to do that, well, yeah, I'm going to sell them to you. And I'm not even going to bat my eye at them. I might make fun of you and be like, you sure you don't want to go with the $25,000 amplifiers? Don't shop with your wallet. Don't sell with your pocket. You have to shop with your wallet, though.
I think it's 220, 221.
Well, you have to shop with your wallet because I'm shopping with my wallet, not your wallet.
Yeah, because I don't have.
I was going to say you shop with my wallet.
Broke as hell,
Dean doesn't get commission. It's sad. So Dean doesn't care. You can buy whatever you want.
Really?
Yeah. Paul is not a sales guy. Paul is a clerk. So there's a difference. So you guys don't know this. There's clerks and there's sales guys. So a modern clerk is somebody that works at Best Buy. You walk in the door, you ask for something, they hand you what you ask for, and you leave. They don't try to upsell you. They don't try to educate you. They may ask 1 or 2 questions like, oh, yeah, this is the 8,000 series, and that one is the 7,000 series. It's 1,000 better. That's a clerk. The sales guy is going to, they actively have interest in what you're trying to do. Most of the time they are getting commission. Sometimes they aren't. It just really depends. And speaking of commission, it's time to make some. That's right, audio control, baby. Woo! We just saw Jeff today. Mr. Smith came in. He's working on the audio control Bronco. Oh, baby. It's going to be debuted at SEMA. We got to check out some cool pictures of it. And guess what it's packed full of, Fernando? Guess.
I don't know, man.
The PNW speakers.
Really?
Yeah, it has 4 4s across the desk because it's the Bang & Olufsen version.
You're not supposed to say that because they're going to release it.
I don't care. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, my bad. Anyways, it's got 4 4s across the dash. The PNW 4-inch, got the 6-inch mid bass and the kicks, and some speakers in the back, and it's got a bunch of amplifiers. It's actually got 2 systems in it. It's going to be really neat. Hopefully, we'll have time to go over and have him give us the breakdown of it because it's really neat what he came up with for that car. But if you'd like to be cool like Mr. Jeff Smith, who doesn't want to be, make sure you head over to Audio Control and check out the new PNW speakers and subwoofers that just came out.
PNW.
Yeah, Pacific Northwest, for those of you guys wondering what that stands for.
Go Hawks, baby.
You need help. Anyways, you can find them at audiocontrol.com. Okay, what else got for me?
All right. Hey, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. I was curious to know how often do you intentionally put the speaker at a face when you are doing an install?
Intentionally, never.
At a face.
Yeah, never. Intentionally?
Yes.
Now,
face or polarity?
I think. Oh,
wow. See,
I
love
cool.
that, dude. That is
cool.
so cool. Whoever did that with the balloons.
Balloons were neat. Okay, so
did it again.
There again. I feel like that's one of the phase and polarity are not the same thing, and I know a lot of you guys get the two confused because everybody does. Hell, for years I got it confused. So I think what he's meant, I think by calling it phase, he's talking about polarity. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, but that's what we have to.
Instead of it popping positive, it's popping negative. So intentionally, we never tried intentionally. Like we do it accidentally. But do you mean is there certain times where we put the tweeters intentionally pop red and the door pops green? Yes, that happens quite a bit, especially in a two-way system, in a lower end two-way system, where the tweeter and the mid-range are either really close or on the same plane. If it's in the top of the dash and in the door, no, we'll actually keep those in polarity. But if it's same plane and it has a 6 dB crossover, like if we're doing passive and it's a 6 dB crossover between the two instead of a 12, yeah. I'm sorry, my bad. If it's a 12 or a 6, then yes, a lot of the times the manufacturer recommends that you put them backwards so that you can avoid any dips in the crossover points. So the moral of the story is always check your polarity when you're done with a polarity checker, and then just know what the goal is as far as whether you need it to be in polarity or out of polarity at the wiring. But yeah, but intentionally, we'll accidentally put them wrong all the time.
Yeah.
You know, because it's funny, you test it in a car, it's perfect.
I feel the rear, that will be the
sometimes we'll flip
example.
Yeah, sometimes you flip the rear just to flip the rear because it sounds better.
They're messing with you.
Yeah, they're being evil. Yeah, I don't like the evil speakers.
Yeah.
Can I click on this one?
Oh, you can click on anything you want, man. This is your show. You can do whatever you want.
It's totally your show. It's not my fault. I wanted to click on the he came back on the this. I want to do that one next.
Okay.
I have Alpine X Series splits up front and would like to upgrade them to something preferably with a smooth sound soft dome tweeter. What would be a good speaker? Not much more than the Alpines. Alpine X type, so Milli Pros. So I would look at Milli Pros.
Smooth sound soft dome tweeter.
Yeah, so Milli Pros.
I would do
Morels. Or I would do Morel hybrids.
Morel hybrids for sure.
Yeah, I mean my preferred would be so everyone knows I'm going to say Morel, right? Because everyone knows I'm saying Morel. Yeah. So that's why I threw out the Milli Pros because I was throwing people off. So
yeah, no, but like, hey man, listen, if you want that,
if you want the best,
that was it.
It'd be the hybrids, yeah.
And if you want to step it up a little bit more, just a notch, get with the elites.
So yes, totally. When we did the K2 swap, so we had a customer with the booger that went from X type to K2, and he was just like because he swore by his X types. He thought those
Oh
were
yeah,
the
yeah. He's
greatest
like,
thing
this
in the
is the
world.
best.
And then
But that was for him.
Yeah,
The best
and then
that
we took those out and put K2 in, and oh my god, it was
everything
like,
changed.
oh Jesus, I can see now. It was pretty funny.
All right.
Anyways, there you go. So I'm trying to imagine the sound difference between $14,000 and $35,000 audio wave. $14,000 okay, so I can scale that down a little bit. Okay, so for example, we did 2 cars for a gentleman, and we have videos on both of them. The first one is the Ford Raptor with the full DA Audison system. So we did a full Voce system, Thesis mid bass, Voce tweeters, a 5.1K, a Duo or Uno? Duo. We did a Duo. 2 subs underneath the seat, rear speakers, bit HD, the whole thing, all bit connected, so all tables. All right, it sounded amazing. The next car he came in with 2 years later was his Porsche. Okay, now his Porsche, he goes, I want to go full Brax. Okay, so Brax was 3 times the amount of money as the Voce system. Like sick. Like the Brax DSP is $6,500.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it is. And then you have 2 Brax amplifiers. We did a bunch of Brax speakers. Product alone, he was like $55,000.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. So he was cool with it. So we went from a $16,000 worth of equipment to
double,
almost triple the amount of money product. And he will, and we still have both. It's not like we could A/B between the two. And I can tell you right now, he will sit there and go, "That sounds like trash. It sounds amazing." And it's like,
no, that doesn't mean it sounds like trash.
It doesn't sound like trash.
But he says it sounds.
His reference point changed.
Way better.
He's like this was the Raptor is the cleanest thing he'd ever heard. And then he spent 3 times the amount of money, and he was like, "No, I thought it was, and I thought wrong."
Yeah.
This is the cleanest thing I've ever heard.
So, and that is like $21,000 difference.
Yeah. It's a very, that's the close. And great, keep in mind, these are full systems as opposed to just amplifier A, amplifier B. And let me tell you what, like, I feel
like it's not just the amplifier.
No, it's every piece that goes into it.
Speakers.
Right, but no, the amplifier is $35,000.
Yeah.
But my point is like, I've seen both of these amplifiers.
So you put $35,000 on the amplifier, and you put $1,000 on the speakers.
Yes, but my point is I've seen both of these amplifiers. You've seen both of these amplifiers, and I got to be honest with you. If I had my choice, I would take the Thesis.
Let me tell you,
because that Thesis
I was in this show,
sexiest looking thing
that
ever.
I hang in my neck, $10,000 on RCA's, bro. $10,000.
Was it 10? I thought it was 5.
Oh, there's 2.
Oh,
so that was 10.
Okay. To me, one of the prettiest amplifiers I've ever seen, like hands down, the most sexy looking amplifier is the Thesis, with all those lights and all that chrome and glass. And if you've never seen a Thesis in person, holy shit!
You know what it reminds me that pinball machine.
Oh yeah, totally pinball machine. Oh yeah,
like
for sure.
When light up and everything.
Yeah, it's by far the sexiest stripper club ever.
Okay, I mean,
all the lights and all the. I mean, it just to me is just like
Vegas, baby.
Oh my gosh! If you could put Vegas in an amplifier without the smell and the stick, yeah.
And the glitter.
The glitter. Well, there is kind of glitter though. But no, dude. Trust me, the Thesis is. Ooh, I would take the Thesis. Okay. I would buy. If you're handing me, I'd take the Audio Wave, sell it, and buy 2 Theses. Right? Isn't that what you do?
I don't know.
I don't either, but I like this one.
Okay.
You guys at all concerned with your hearing since car noise
floor
while emotion is around 80 dB, add music, you easily get over 90 dBs, pussies. Do you sometimes prefer having rear sound
save you ears? to save you ears.
Okay, so
yeah,
I love this question because it made me yesterday. Yesterday I had to go out of town. The girls are out of town. I had to go out of town to go see them, so that I could drive back home, so that I could, because we haven't seen each other in weeks. I like glitter.
Of course,
yes, you
do.
like glitter. Who doesn't like glitter?
Yeah.
You know. Anyways,
yeah.
So I'm driving.
Yeah.
Okay. Got the top down. It's an hour and 45-minute drive. All right. And volume goes up to 30.
And that was the question. Okay.
Yeah. And the volume. Okay. So I have the volume all the way up. Like it is all the way up. Yeah. And I want it louder. And I was thinking the whole time, I was like, all right, we really need to put the stereo in my car, because this is the farthest I've ever driven my car since I've had it.
Wow. Sounds like a dream.
It does. It does.
I heard that.
Yeah. Some pro amplifiers in there.
Yeah.
And anyways, I mean, Moscone pros. Anyways, so I'm jamming out to this, and it's as loud as it could possibly be. And I'm thinking to myself, we just got done doing the RAM, where we put the Moscone stuff in it with the K2.
The ones.
It sounded amazing. And if the volume will go up to 32, I'm at 33. It is never loud enough.
Course.
It is never loud enough, ever. When we go to the stupid bass-offs, I'm the guy walking behind the stunt wall going, "Oh, damn. It doesn't sound good." And that's what bothers me.
Can you turn it out a little bit more?
Yeah. It's like, could you make that sound good? I like the volume. It just sounds like dog shit.
Yeah.
But as far as hearing loss goes, I'm 51. I have permanent hearing loss. There's no question about it. I have ringing in my ears that is enough to wake the dead. And yeah, I'm 100% sure it's a direct correlation to this profession. But I love loud music. I think it's great. And I know my hearing has suffered greatly for it.
If you know, ask Sage.
But why would you ask Sage?
Because he loves
it's gotta be loud. Oh, it's gotta be loud. It's gotta be loud. But anyways, to your point, Emma, the organization out of Europe that is now here in the U.S., they have a strict 110 dB limit. Like it
110 dB.
Can't be any louder than that. So when you sit in one of their cars and listen to it, it's like, what else you got? So
you're still waiting for this.
Just waiting.
Yeah.
Just waiting. All right, so we're going to side jag it here for a second. 25 to life, always with the crazy question.
For Pizza Dave.
Pizza Dave. Cookie pizza with whipped cream and M&Ms for Christmas.
What?
So I don't know if I'd do the whipped cream.
What, will you do that?
Yeah. Oh, totally. Are you kidding
me?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I just don't think... I don't know if I would do the whipped cream.
All right, go to the top.
This one?
Right there.
Sexiest amp for me is Ryan 225 HCC at Digirough. That's not sexy. That's just classic. Don't get me wrong. Listen, there's always going to be a place in my heart for that amplifier. But the Thesis, that's a party. That's a party-looking amplifier. I mean, even the Macintosh is sexy, but it doesn't hold a candle to a Thesis. I wish I could get one just to show people how sexy they are. But, yeah.
Okay.
Because Biggs had them. Had the three in the back of his car, and that was amazing.
Yeah.
So that was pretty awesome.
I don't know, man. Right now, the sexiest one is the one that I have.
You're going to see the Pro 430. Yeah,
I
Pro
said
430.
Pro 430.
One of the things that Tom wanted to do to the 430s, because we
530s.
One of the things he wanted to do to the 530 was make the so right here this is the 830, but right here is this panel that goes over this, and he wanted to do it out of wood grain, and I was like, ooh, that would look cool. I almost want to do it to this one,
and that would have add 3 more hours.
Probably added 3 more days. Yeah, so that's definitely not. I like we just sprinkle some glitter on it and call it a day, for sure. But all right, hold on.
We got that one.
I'm going to start that one because I want to come back to that because it's a rebuy. I'm using Moscone 530 currently, but I want to get a bit more power, and I don't have the cash currently to go into a bigger class amplifier. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't get rid of a 530 for anything. So I mean, I
You
just
want
buy.
more
I
power.
would buy another 530.
Yeah, man. And I get, like, hey, man,
That's a big
the
dog
cash flow
amplifier.
isn't
Oh,
saying
for sure.
save more money, bro.
But I would just buy a second. I either buy another 530, a
Yeah,
210, or a 410. You know, because that's I
I
want
think
more.
the 530 that would be the right move.
Another 530.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right. We go back to this one here. Loud music, live concerts, no earplugs. Just wish I could answer that ringing tinnitus telephone. Right, Mike? Yeah, it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Sexy classics. Yeah, I know,
Sexy
but
class.
listen, man.
You
TV
guys,
dinners, yeah, they're all
you
right.
guys all.
Um, I always
What's up,
like this one.
Marty?
I like this one. I don't know if you had put one up there, but I missed it.
Oh, go ahead.
The debate: what kills hearing more, tweeters or sub? I'm gonna go tweeters. I'm a flat out gonna go tweeters. Mids and
Really?
highs. I think mids and highs kill your ears way more than subwoofers.
Okay.
I think your ears rebound a lot better because of where your hearing loss
The
happens.
highest
The
is the
higher
quickest
frequency is the one that I
you
think
can
suffers
get
the most.
faster. Okay.
Yeah, that's just my opinion. I'm not an audiologist. I haven't talked to one about this, but I personally feel like the vocal side of things, the higher frequencies, are what kill your ears. I'm sure there's some way to read some paper and find that out. I just don't care that much.
Google it.
I don't want to know that much. What's up with Boston Dave? Boston Dave would, white creamy sauce. Yes, he would, and a turkey sandwich with a Diet Coke.
Is Boston Mike?
Yeah. What did I say?
Dave.
Yeah, it could be Boston Dave now, for all we know.
Yeah.
Okay, how the heck how you guys keep the shop so clean? Honestly, right now it's dirty for me.
Oh, no. It's just a mess. If you see around it,
no. I mean, but dude, you saw Mike's install bay. You didn't see his install? Oh my god, dude! I was like,
yeah, I know what you say. So
I'm not gonna repeat
wow,
it,
man.
But there, that's just it. I mean, to us, this is kind of messy, and it's others it isn't. We clean it. We sweep all the time, and we put stuff away. That was the whole reason why we switched out to these cabinets, was because we could put stuff away. And so we try to keep stuff. Everything needs to have a home, right? And so we just try to find a home for everything. So
yeah, me too. I'm trying to find a home right now.
Yeah, you're out of luck. Yeah. How about some love from them Audison LRX 5.1 or the Voce 5.1? Dude, so I'm a big fan of the 5.1 Voce. I was really close to buying one because we got one on special. I was like, man, I should buy that. And I didn't. And I'm kind of glad I didn't buy it, because it was like I wasn't going to do anything with it other than own it. And it's a beautiful amplifier. There's no question about it. But I don't know. It just didn't do it for me enough to where I wanted to spend the money to get it. So, and now I'm glad I didn't, because with the 430 or the 830, the Pro Moscone.
Pro 430, Pro 830 is just
it's. I mean, there again, these are all high end amplifiers for sure. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. But if I'm going to spend the money, I think I'd probably want one of those. And Fernando's definitely not going to give me that one back. So,
what are you talking about?
Exactly.
I got nothing.
I was like, what do I have in my pocket? I got the square. It was the knockout.
Be there or be square.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So.
Focal access for a Kicker KS 6.5 components on 50 watts. I think you're going to have the same experience.
50 watts.
Yeah, it's 50 watts. I don't think you'll. I can tell, fitment wise, the KS is probably, out of every normal speaker, the easiest speaker to fit in any location. Mm-hmm. They're shallow. The tweeter's recessed. When they designed the KS, it was just to fit and stuff and sound good. The Focal, they didn't think like that. Tweeters stick out kind of far.
Yeah. But I feel like if you are planning to upgrade it, right? I mean, you upgrade in some point.
You get like amplifiers and stuff?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
You get
honestly,
the full
if it
count.
were me, I would check to see if they make a plug and play version for my cars. Like if I had a Ford, a Chevy, or a Toyota,
Mm-hmm.
I would just be like, do they make a plug and play version for me? So it's called Focal Inside, because I would be using that because those are sexy and they install real easy and they sound amazing. Most of the time, it's a cross between they usually use the Access tweeter. They either use the Access tweeter, in the German versions they use the Flax tweeter. So like for BMW and Mercedes and Tesla, but for
Yeah.
everybody else they use the Access tweeter or a version thereof. I've heard K2 screech versus carbons. There again, K2s are an animal, and they are definitely a louder, not louder. They're definitely a sharper speaker. They're both very loud. If you want smooth, the carbons are the smoothest, man. There's no doubt about it in that price range. So the Elates are smoother, but you know, probably double the money. So, but the carbons are the Morels. So yeah, definitely. If you like a smooth silk soft on tweeter, they're the ones to get.
Yeah, they are.
Question: my dealer installed a kicker 200.4 in my Bronco. Oh, I no longer have the backup warning sounds. Any idea how to get them back? Thank you. Wow.
204.
Okay, so a couple questions I have to ask to figure it out. So if it's a base model, it's a base model audio system. I would have to know. Okay, so this is weird because Ford should have gone to the piezo in the dash. Okay, because you shouldn't have lost the backups. There should be a speaker that makes noise out of the center of the dash above the gauge cluster that just replaces those because that's usually what they do. However, the first thing I'd check is make sure your balance and fader works. That's the most important thing there. If the balance and fader doesn't work, then we know immediately what the problem is. They just tapped the front two speakers. For some reason, they were just like, oh, I don't need the rears. In which case, at that point, we need to go back in and add some rear speaker integration and or a speaker underneath the dash that is taking place of the rear speakers.
Mm-hmm.
If they're just using front speaker outputs to go into the key, you can easily take a small speaker. iData makes one, or you can take one of the old 4-inch, put it into the dash, tie it to the rear, fade it to the front, and then Outer Banks non. Yeah, okay, so it's a front rear. So my guess is they didn't hook anything up to the rear speakers. The other thing too is you need to make sure they properly load resisted down the radio. So that particular radio is a SB amplifier, and it needs 10 ohm resistors or an SB high level to low level adapter. The only people that make those are Helix and Gladen. So I guarantee you don't have one of those because that's like a unicorn. But you do need 10 ohm load resistors. Most people are getting those by doing two of the audio control LGD greens, which is the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
You run them in tandem,
Tandem.
parallel. So out of one into the other. And that'll give you the proper load resistance on the radio. So the radio thinks there's a speaker connected to it and doesn't sound bad. So a lot of the times what happens if you don't properly load it down, it sounds great between 0 and 16 and 17. And anything after that, it automatically starts to go to distort and sound bad. Because it's a dual stage amplifier. But the reality is I would check your fader. Make sure you have front to rear fade. If you don't have front to rear fade, then we know what the problem is. They didn't hook anything up to the rear. And it's, like I said, it's a simple enough fix. Just tuck a speaker under the dash. If you fade it to the front, this is the key. Why you fade it to the front is you don't want sound from the rear coming through the speaker. Okay, so if you just fade it to the front, it'll always stay that way. Everything will work. Your backup sensors will still work because your backup sensors are not controlled by the fader, meaning they override the fader. So you're good. We used to do this a lot in F-150s because the rear speakers sucked and you didn't hook anything up to them. So you take a small speaker, put it up on the dash, so you get your chimes from the rear speakers through the dash. Please help! 2021 Ram Classic with the Alpine system connected to Pack Amp Pro with mono amp to drive sub. Great sound. Sounds great. Upgraded door speakers, trying to add 4-channel amp, and Uconnect shuts down. Sounds like a bad Uconnect module. So first off, make sure that the factory amplifier is still connected. It cannot be not connected.
Right.
Has to be there. You can't unplug it. Bad things will happen, so you have to make sure that that is connected. Secondly, the Amp Pro isn't going around anything, but that's not to say there isn't a software update, okay? They're not always quick to put software updates on their website, and at this point, I would definitely call tech support if you haven't already and explain what's happening. It might also be a sequencing issue. So there might be an update that you need to reflash the radio. So I would definitely give them a buzz, because we've run into some oddball stuff over the years that it's like, oh, well, you just need to do this. And it's like, okay. Now, if there is nothing, they've done everything, you might have a bad Uconnect module, which would really suck.
So it was working before and now it stopped working?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's naturally what the problem is. But,
really?
Yeah. And if all that sucks and you're like, you know what, screw this shit, I just want to take out my Alpine amp because I hate it, you go iData and just do a DSR1.
All right, this is the last one.
Pro. What do you guys think about the GS 693s as a SQ speaker? And do I need to set crossovers on the DSP? These are going in the front doors of a Tundra.
So the GS are the audio frogs, right?
Those are the entry-level audio frog.
Yeah.
Well, it's the not the top tier. The GB.
They not the GBs, but the GS sounds good.
Oh, they're very nice.
We've done that. Yeah.
It's an awesome sounding speaker. Okay, it's a really nice sounding speaker. SQ is in the eye of the beer holder as far as what is SQ and what is not SQ. Because I mean, if you're just going for sound quality, anything could be sound quality if it sounds good to you, right? Because at the end of the day, you're the only. Well, you're the only person you have to impress, right? You don't have to worry, like, you're not competing, and even if you are, you can still compete with them.
What are you competing?
Yeah, exactly. What are you competing
for?
Level. Yeah,
exactly.
It's a great speaker. There's no doubt about it. Do you need crossovers? Yes, of course you have to have crossovers. You need something to limit the performance of the driver so that it doesn't blow up or it doesn't sound bad. So you are going to need to use the DSP crossovers. You know, it has to stop, meaning it can't play down to 20 hertz.
So now, right there, I don't know if they go in passive or active, right?
I don't either. So, but either way, even if you go passive,
so if you go passive, what do you need?
Well, you still need a high pass crossover to limit how low the 6x9s play. Andy at Audio Frog is going to tell you somewhere between 70 and 80 hertz, because you need a subwoofer. They're not subwoofers. They will play deep mid bass, but they will not play sub bass. So you need 70 and 80 hertz. Now, if you're using it in conjunction with a tweeter or a mid range, then it has to be able to play up to the higher frequency that you're going to cross that over. And that will not be something that is done passively unless it is a two-way set and it comes with the appropriate passive crossover. Oh my gosh.
They do.
Okay, well, there you go. I don't know all the cool things about
the GS, really?
Yeah.
How can you not, dude?
Because I don't know.
Absolutely true, man.
Yes, you just right there. Absolutely true. We're just going to end it on that. Hey, guys, it's Monday. We got a whole week in front of us of craziness.
Look who it is.
Oh, it's Mr. Rios. Mike. What's going on? We got a whole week in front of us. You guys have a whole week in front of you. We're going to try to get through this week. Next week is going to be crazy.
I just want to say, don't forget tomorrow on Instagram, we're going to tell you the magic word so you can get the giveaway from Morel. So stay tuned.
Tune in tomorrow. We're going to come on. We're going to talk. We're going to tell you about on Instagram, and then we're going to give you a password. We're going to send
password.
Code word. We're going to give you a code word. We're going to send that code word over to Natasha at Morel, and then you guys have to go over to Morel and type in the code word. She's going to randomly draw one of you guys to win whatever prize it is she's giving away. How exciting is that? I'm excited. You guys should be excited. Who doesn't like free stuff?
This guy.
I don't like it.
This guy doesn't like it.
Yeah, it's a pain. But anyways, guys, we got the whole week in front of us. Nothing but fun and excitement, action and adventure. It's going to be crazy. I don't know. You guys have a great rest of your week. We'll see you tomorrow. You got anything else?